Hi, Mooji.
Hi.
I'm not good in English, so...
What language you speak?
Italian.
Italian.
But I have the question in English.
Okay,
But,
okay.
I can understand.
And you can hear from something that they speak in it?
I quite understand you in English.
Okay, okay, okay.
So I started watching your videos 4 years ago. Last year in Rishikesh was my first season of Satsang. My question was about the second bird position and a hypothetic third bird. When you answered, I couldn't listen. My mind was only chattering, blah, blah,
Chattering,
blah, blah.
yeah. Chattering,
Yeah. I felt like you was taking fun of me. I was extremely angry, even if I was a smile from outside. I promised myself not to come anymore in the satsang. I felt like hate towards you, but then the next day I came the same, and slowly during the satsang I start to feel a deep inner opening and love toward you.
Yes.
In the afternoon during the Sage Express video, you were with an Indian family and you were talking to the father. Watching him really understanding your pointings, I also had a click inside, a flash. I saw clearly that everything appeared in emptiness. That even the idea I always had of me was an illusion. That the ego in reality doesn't exist. It's only a cluster of thought and belief appearing like a substratum of emptiness. I explode in immense joy and relief, never felt before. The sensation I had was as a mile of thought erupting of my head like a volcano, but there was not identity to attach to them, and them easily disappear. I looked at my hands and I feel like no one live in this body. I spent a few days in this wonderful joy. And even at night, I did not sleep. There was like an energy and happiness inside the body for no reasons. But then slowly, the mind began to doubt. I get it, I lost it, and the experience of before was not longer alive. There were thoughts like I did it, or the others people haven't understood yet. Back home, I started sabotaging myself to resume all my habits, my vices, and perhaps also because of my family and friends, but the joy was fading more and more. I was starting to have fear of emptiness, to become nobody, to be judged. So I started to escape from the inner silence, engaging in a lot of activity and work, using more possible the mind as I could. And also if I was very stressed for not taking rest, I was used to repeat to myself, don't worry, know that you have recognized you are the ultimate nature. You don't need to stay in your inner silence. And I continue now, what happened to me, that I continue mentally recognize that everything appears in the empty space. Before also all idea of me, but like this time here, I feel that in the isness appear mostly sorrow and fear. I feel strong identification energy in the body and mind. And so my question, why is this negative energy persist?
Very good, very good, very good report. And I hope everyone gave space to listen to this, because what is being shared here is a universal controversy that happened inside the mind, actually. And I see Year after year, I'm sitting with beings from all over the world who are drawn to this understanding. I said a few days ago that sometimes it surprised me. Why so many? Because in older times, not so many people would be for this knowledge. It was very difficult to find someone, or even if you found them, to be accepted to be a student for this knowledge, because it really challenged the very root of the ego itself, and many people cannot bear it, you see? But on the other side, it leads to the timeless reality. It is not, in some paths, the ego is allowed to participate in the search, and he gets something from the search. Yes, I'm doing good, I'm getting better, now I can meditate for 6 hours without stopping, I'm having intuition, whatever I dream comes true, and the ego will still be there. In this path, from the beginning, it is questioned, who is this one even, who is beginning on the journey, and some discomfort come. Still, I wondered why so many people come. Then saying maybe internet, yes. So many people can just go and put enlightenment, and people come up. Oh, so many teachers also speak about it. So the initial interest is big, but who will finish where they started? Because when you go, you see, you start like this and you begin to discover also that there are different levels also where the I have existed in some shadow. And in this path, it's all coming up. It's coming up like some kind of detox is coming up. That whatever it is that is not in service to the fullness of your truth, it will begin to get exposed. It is like it cannot hide. It is like thieves in a glass house. So these things, they're coming up, and then there's discomfort because we have a long-standing relationship with personality. And we even believe and refer to ourselves as this personality. And then the personality which is strongly shaped out of mind and thought and habit, it starts to behave now like it's a separate entity from yourself. Who is going to punish you? How dare you want to be free from me? Huh. Let's see. You see, for some people, sometimes it doesn't take that look. Depending on your nature and temperament, doubts will come, or negative sensations and feelings come, and you'll forget that you're able to observe these, and from the place of observing, there's nothing, there's no content, there's no history, there's no person. So you can see the waves coming up of resistance and doubts and negativity, but you can hold your ground as the undivided seer of them, and they pass as all things do. Time pass. Relationships, all different things are subject to change. You're just observing this, and yet it is as though a tremendous power, force is coming to sabotage and to sink your ship of freedom. It's like this. But all this is dream, but you don't know it is dream. In the moment it feels like, oh, why so difficult, I can't do it, and my mind is even more bad than before. Before it was, nuisance. Now it's terrorist. Oh, tsunami, your mind is there. But you are able to transcend all of that. So I listened to your letter. All the things you say, they are so true in the experience of transcendence. You, at least at first, you spoke very much like I told you what happened when I came before Papaji. You come, you have some ego left, but you think you don't. You come before the master, and the ego wants to be, aha, you've come. The master's, yeah, you've come. I've been waiting for you, my son. Ah, look. And then he chop you, chop, chop, chop. And then somehow, and then this love attraction turns to hatred. Yeah, he's not the true master. You didn't notice me. I didn't. And all this kind of stuff is going to come. Can you bear this? You see, it's going to come. And this is the price of freedom. That all the stuff that we have absorbed, impressions which are not true, that we were not able to discern if they were true or not, they were imbibed inside our being. And now by grace, you have come to a place to awaken to the fullness of yourself, and these energies, they come, and they will come for a while. They will make their biggest fight. But what is in you as truth is infinitely greater than all of these things. But because you don't know it, and because we tend to identify with the lower self, with the person and so on, we are more inclined to believe the sensations, the emotions, the feelings, the thoughts that come up in that moment. It is as though we are hypnotized by the mind force, like that. And so all that is happening to you are the sign in a way that you are under grace itself is with you. Because this thing you will transcend. Maybe if you had not chosen this path, or you were not brought, I say chosen, brought, that somehow you may have a smoother journey. You don't have to be shaken up because you're cooperating and we are still feeling, I'm going somewhere, but you're still retaining ego. You're still retaining the ego identity, and nobody's pointing it out. But here it is being pointed out. So it feels under threat. It feels like, oh, I'm dying. Many people in Satsang, you go for appointment at the doctor is full of Satsang people thinking that they're dying. Yeah? There's, I feel still I'm dying, and doctor check, nothing's wrong with you. But the thought is taking the form of death, I'm dying. Something is dying. Death is dying. Lie is dying. But in that moment it feels like, I'm lost, I don't know where I am, and so on. I'm telling you ahead of time, so that when these things, if they do come, they don't come for everyone in the same way, that you will remember, and the invitation is such a powerful tool and friend of grace, to remind you. This is why I say it's so important now, because you are awakening to the truth of what you are without doing so much spiritual gymnastics and torturing yourself and all this kind of stuff. Every path has its benefit. Everything is contributing. If you are sincere, even if you went on a path that's not ultimately so great, you may have to taste that, and gradually it will find. Grace will guide you to the right place. But you who have come here, and you are experiencing, in fact, a backlash from the mind stuff. It has to happen. Everyone who awakens to the truth experiences this. You may think it's only you, but they experience this resistance, doubt, fear, judgment, hatred,
It's in
resistance.
the body also sometimes.
Yes, very much in the body. It will be present, and it will feel like this is the evidence of truth. Look, I can feel it. I'm sweating. Also, I feel like I'm going to die. All this stuff. The mind can take that shape also. And I want to say, actually, gradually as you somehow mature more deeply into self-recognition, you will start to accept these seeming attacks as opportunities to transcend. When we have identity, you feel like you are on your own, you're being beaten, and why did I do this? It's not my path, and so on and so. The sister came the other day and she said, listen, after a while, her mind came, and she decided, listen, I'm not going to follow him anymore. I'm done with him. I don't like him even. No? It will come like that. But what happened is that something there, why did you come back the next day? Was it the next day you came back after this thing came up? You had an opening, you see, whoa. But all these are just movements appearing like clouds in the sky. They are coming because you were now identified in your sky being. So you could bear the clouds passing, even lightning and thunder clouds are passing and everything is passing. But you had found a place that was not passing and was not affected by the traffic of the mind and the emotions. You saw this. But then suddenly or unexpectedly, boom, something comes. And doubts come. All these things come. Still, you did not run away. You came back. You listened again. And what happened? Gradually things began to, again, the truth it becomes more clear again for you. It's like that?
Yeah, in these days, yeah.
Yes.
But because when I'm home, sometimes it's very difficult, it's very strong, but like here is like reconfirmation.
Yes.
That, and also if there is a lot of fear, sometimes is a lot of relief also.
Yes. You will experience these waves, sometimes full grace, oh, so much joy, peace. So beautiful. Another moment comes, you're having some kind of anxiety, some fear, some doubts are coming, you know. I see you looking at me like, I see all this thing, and watching all this stuff coming and going. And then a refocusing happens and you see, but it's nothing. It's just the mind, it's just the mind. And another moment, like these waves come. But gradually, something behind is with you. A silence is becoming much more prevailing in you, like that, you see. You stay with it. You stay with it. I said at the beginning, I have seen so many people come. And many of them, they don't come back. You have found the most important discovery in the human kingdom. You found that which has transcended the world. Even it doesn't transcend anything, it is beyond. You found that. But you also have a dynamic sense of self also, have family relationships, things to have a job, things to do and like that. Are you to abandon all these? No. But they will come into your satsang and they will be guided from your center like that. You see? And don't try and work it out anything in your head. Everything will unfold naturally, spontaneously. You continue to trust and look and sit inside your silence. Keep confirming. Gradually, you're getting stronger and stronger, emptier and emptier. And even if the mind came like a tsunami, it will not overcome. You will come to see that whatever is happening in the mind is not a judgment against this. It was only, when I say this psychological attacks from the mind is not against your pure self, but against the idea you have of who you are. And so the one comes to see this and say, in fact, you know, it is actually good. Because at least it's attacking the idea of myself so that I can see where the lie, I'm still holding on to lies and untruth. You make use of them. When I say the wise person makes a house out of the stones, with the stones his enemies throw at him, your views are going to keep changing, getting higher and higher. In the end, you will have no enemies. You will have no enemies at all. You see, everything has been contributing to your awakening. But when we are in a lower state of consciousness, when we are deeply identified with personhood, you will have bullets coming from everywhere. This is happening. But as you mature and transcend, and the power of discernment gets much more acute, these energies will subside in their strength. And you will feel that just the joy now begins to come. The peace is there. The silence is there. Wisdom is with you, like that. So today, as you stand now, say some now from now.
That I was arriving here like that.
Shaking? Yes,
now.
yes. Yeah.
More peace.
Yes. There will come a time that even if this body went into spasms, it will be spasms appearing in your stillness. There's a stillness. Are you aware of this stillness?
Yes.
That even something just somehow surrenders your existence to existence. Everything's unfolding, but you are not unfolding. You are like the lights, the conscious awareness in which all this is appearing, dancing, disappearing, but you are the constant, in fact. And yet none of them can be without you, the perceiver of them. You won't be troubled by them, but it takes time. I encourage, don't give up. Maybe half of you, if not more, will turn away at some point and think, I can't, my mind is beating me. My mind is punishing me. It's punishing who? It's punishing your ego, your idea you have of yourself, not your true self. Your true self cannot be punished by anything at all. But while we have identity, you will feel that, yes, these things are coming, I'm going forward and I'm trying to find the truth. Something is trying to stop me from finding the truth. It must be something bad. Only later you may think, actually, I said I was searching for truth, but actually I had other agendas here and it was being exposed and like something couldn't bear it, my mind. It's the mind that is complaining. The lower sense of self is complaining, you see. It has a lot of fantasy, and now these fantasies are thinning away. Then it feels very, very disturbed by that. Some people have told me like this, it has to end here, Mooji. Yes. Yes. I don't want to take another body to continue this story. So whatever the mind is going to bring, let him bring, but I have to be free. Don't keep your mind. Don't protect that which is holding you hostage in such a lowly state. Why is mind behaving like this? If you want to go and gamble, he is not going to trouble you. If you want to go and cause some mischief, he's going to encourage you, go. But you want to be free, no. Trouble, go. Freedom, no. So it has to be in you, the urge, or at least the taste you have tasted that there exists something beyond my present way of seeing things that is above all things. That is the gift of the invitation, to help you to see, to come to that realization, whoa, this has happened. Did you create it? Did you make it up? No, I was not even expecting. And now I see now. For the true seeker, the earnest seeker, says, no, I have seen, I even glimpsed it. And this glimpse, I cannot let go of now. I have to complete all the way. But if you expect, why am I having this little trouble and I don't like anymore? And so, because all of this drama is intensified in these non-dual satsangs. If you are on a journey that was going to include the ego, and the ego could feel nice and very nice and stuff, but still ego, you probably would not come under this attack. Because ego is on the ride as well. But if ego, which is something you must transcend, is being exposed too early, then yes, you will have this type of thing. But I will tell you, Many are they who transcend. Many are they who transcend. This battle for a while is strong, and then whoa, you're out, you're free from him. Are you one of them? Yes. This is what I have come to find out. And it's not all fight, fight, fight. If you remember, and as you see, the fight only happens when I'm identified with my mind. You even say, the mind is not happy about it. If you knew the difference between your mind and yourself, it wouldn't matter so much. But it matters to us what our mind has to say, because the mind is taken to be so intimate, so necessary. I'm not so in the mind in its widest aspect. I'm talking about the mind in its psychological play. The mind that is caught up with identity. This one is going to be strong. But mind and its mind also is the self, is aspect of the self also. When you wake up to the truth of yourself, and he cannot fight you, he will join you and come into silence also. End of the monkey business. Is it important to you all what is being heard now? Because this will stand you in good stead in that time when the darkness come, the darker energies. Where they come from, you see? Where they come from, you see? You must defeat them. In the story of Christ also, it says after his baptism, he was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, not into the city, in the wilderness to be alone. And he's in the wilderness, and it says that Satan came to test him in the wilderness. Why in the wilderness? And does Satan live in the wilderness, waiting? No. What happened? Where did he come from? From within your own potential. It come in order to get acted out in a real scenario, so that you can have the chance to say no and to transcend it. Even in the invitation, when we are sharing invitation, and I ask you some questions, I say, please answer them. Means that you stand up for yourself, not just sit there looking, but you confirm, yes, it cannot end. It cannot fade. You say it, it has a power. It cannot fade. You see, like this. Now you're in an environment, in the energy field of Satsang, amongst many Sangha, where their energies are supporting also collectively for freedom. Everyone here who is in search for freedom is also emanating energy to help the others to reach that place. Rare it seems, that a human being, although you cannot not be that truth, rare it comes that we awaken to that within ourselves. What keeps us asleep to it? That also is being exposed. That also is being exposed for your own seeing to confirm, yes. This thing seems strong now and then it's gone. Nothing strong, it's gone. What sees strong and weak coming and going, but itself is not coming and going? Pay some attention to that. Because largely we're suffering from distraction. Distraction means distracted from your own self. That's it. So this is why I'm so happy to hear this from you, what has been experienced, how it goes, so others can relate to that. You have a peak experience, it seemed for the moment, and then suddenly lots of doubts come. This is quite typical. A lot of doubt come and then say, no, I don't know, I don't know what to do, I mustn't go back and so on like that. And some people, they leave. And then they come back at another time and say, no, I'm not giving up. Something keeps calling me back to this place. And they come again, and then some opening come. And you move like this. It's not freedom. You cannot come and purchase over the counter like you go to the shop. It must be that that urge continue to deepen, widen, strengthen, heighten in you. It's growing, it's a growth. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.